Hey, what's up, studs? And I cannot believe I am making this video, but LEGO Star Wars is literally in Fortnite. If we look at the homepage here, you can see the normal 332nd Trooper, and if we tab over to the LEGO Fortnite tab, you can see the LEGO 332nd Trooper. So in this video, we're going to go over all 20 LEGO Star Wars skins that are currently in the game. I'll explain why certain Star Wars skins that were in the game are not made in LEGO Star Wars form for the game yet, and we'll go over if this means literally anything for the physical LEGO Star Wars product for 2024 and beyond. Real quick up here too, real shout out to my buddy Joe, aka Private Cheeseburger. He lent me his account so that we could take a look at most of the skins. And for the few skins Joe didn't have, we're going to take a look at those courtesy of Jay Shockblast here on YouTube. Final thing, I got a Fortnite creator code. I can't believe I am uttering those words out of my mouth, but if you go to the shop and you type in the creator code MandR and you press search, you're going to get a little check mark. So if you end up buying any of these Fortnite LEGO skins, please go ahead and use my creator code. I literally can't believe I have a Fortnite creator code. It's so absurd to me, but I signed up for one and I got one, so it's kind of wild. But anyway, there's tons of LEGO skins on here right now. Unfortunately, none of the Star Wars ones are for sale right now. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have been playing Fortnite for a while. Maybe you bought the Star Wars ones when they first came out, and so you already have them. So like that just transfers over and you get the LEGO one for free if you already have like the actual Star Wars one. But if you don't have it already, whenever it comes out and you want to buy it, just go ahead and use my supporter creator code. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into the 20 Star Wars, nope, not that one. First up, we have Boba Fett. It's the Book of Boba Fett style, and he is basically a carbon copy from what we see in the LEGO Star Wars sets. He looks just almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same, all the same details and everything, even down to the wrong sand green colored helmet. So they've really got everything on there exactly like it was. Next up, we have Fennec Shand, and she's the same version that we see in the Bad Batch and Book of Boba Fett sets here. Just a beautiful looking character with great arm printing. I guess technically in the Book of Boba Fett set, she didn't have the helmet. Obi-Wan Kenobi here is of course from the Kenobi show. It's a pretty standard version that we see. Definitely one of my favorites here is the Anakin Skywalker. He looks even maybe a little bit too happy. Maybe he's about to see Padme. I don't know, but pretty bang up job on the Anakin Skywalker for LEGO Fortnite here. And to go with him, they have the Padme. Now the Padme, there's the version of Padme that we have in the 2013 gunship, and it's very similar, but it's completely missing all of the skin that we saw in that Padme. So like the ripped clothes just aren't ripped at all. So this is basically pre-ripped clothes episode 2 Padme, but I think that's what matches her Fortnite skin. But I think there's also another skin where the clothes are kind of ripped up and tattered. Luke, Han, and Leia have also been turned into LEGO figures here, and they look exactly like you would expect. The Stormtrooper is looking a little bit dated to me. He's got the black leg piece, and then it doesn't look like the dual molded helmet. Like it's the dual molded helmet, except it's printed, you know? So it's the same mold shape, but without the same depth that maybe the official LEGO one has. So it does look a little bit weird and different to me, I would say. But overall, like it's a pretty close match to what we see with the Stormtrooper from the official LEGO sets. Moving into our sequel characters here, we have Rey. She looks just like she does in the sets from The Rise of Skywalker. The same can be said for Kylo Ren using his reconstructed helmet here. They do, interestingly, use black heads underneath these helmets so that it actually looks like it would in universe. They don't have the actual flesh head for Kylo Ren underneath like you would get on the LEGO set. Same deal with the Sith Trooper. He looks very good in this game. The bright red color is definitely not going to blend into your scenery, but it is a very good looking minifigure for sure, and that definitely applies in the game here. Thankfully, the last sequel character here is going to be Zori Bliss, and this is a perfect representation of her here. That beautiful helmet piece they made for her is just so nice and really like a perfectly detailed piece. It's crazy how nice LEGO Star Wars can make helmets when they try, so that one looks amazing with the dual mold and everything. And the last one before the Clone Troopers here is Darth Maul. This is the 2017 version of Darth Maul. Still a very good Darth Maul minifigure for today's standards, and of course that translates over nicely into Fortnite here. But of course, I'm most excited to talk about the LEGO Star Wars Clone Troopers in Fortnite. I really didn't think we'd get any LEGO Star Wars figures in Fortnite, let alone Clone Troopers, and so I was really excited to see what they had done. Oh boy, it's all over the place. So there's 6 different clone troopers, and 5 of them have just different styles. Starting with the 501st Trooper here, the difference between this and what we see in the actual LEGO set from 2020 is that the mouth on this guy is just huge. I don't know why it's huge, because the other mouths on 2020 style clones that they did are normal. So this one's just a huge mouth. You can see the smaller mouth on the 332nd that we're going to come back to, but I just don't know why he has a big mouth. Yes, I'm going to nitpick LEGO Fortnite Clone Troopers. It's going to happen. Hit the like button, use my creator code. Next up, we have the Shock Trooper. This is the same Shock Trooper from the Skywalker Saga, so it's not the one that just is coming out in the battle pack. It is a good looking Shock Trooper. I just don't know why it's not stylized the same way as the other Clone Trooper. And if you stick with me, I'll get to why all of these Clone Troopers should be the same stylistically, on top of the fact that they're Clone Troopers and they just should. But like, look at the like eyepiece for these two as I go back and forth. The 501st one is way lower and way derpier looking, and this one is respectable looking. Like, nothing wrong with it, you know? So I don't know what the deal is there. Just side by side, they're just completely different. As we move to the regular Phase 2 Clone Trooper, we have the 2020 body style. So we know all that, you know, mixed armor style that they've been doing. That looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. And then the helmet on this one is the 2014 helmet. So you can see the cheekbones are not as filled in as we see on the other Clone Troopers here. And then the mouthpiece is also much thinner. So it matches the mouthpiece of the Shock Trooper, but not of the 501st Trooper. Again, I can't begin to explain why, other than that they were just being like super lazy with it. Now, the one people are probably most intrigued by is the inclusion of this Wolfpack Trooper. Now, it should be noted that all 6 of these clones are the exact clones that were in the Fortnite Clone Trooper collab from a year or 2 ago. So this isn't LEGO picking and choosing what Clone Troopers are going to go in the game as some sort of hint that a Wolfpack Trooper is going to be the next Clone Trooper, given that in the last 2 years, whatever, we have had all 5 of these other different versions of Clone Troopers released. I literally had to double check the mouthpiece is right. Okay, yeah, it is. But that is the 2014 Wolfpack Trooper. Again, a completely different style than what we see with the other 4 Clone Troopers we've already looked at. And then the next 2 Clone Troopers are the more recent 332nd and 212th Clone Troopers. These ones get helmet holes, except they're filled in, which is an interesting thing I've seen people suggest as like a solution to helmet holes. And this is a really good time to explain why it's not a solution, because like from the side, you can still see the unnecessary addition of the piece there, right? But more importantly, the entire problem with the hole from the very beginning has been the helmet profile. As you can see, it's not as good when you go from one to the other. To these 2 Clone Troopers' credit, they do pretty closely match the most recent renderings on LEGO box arts. This specific 212th Trooper matches the render on the Advent calendar. But is it not beyond ridiculous? Like, LEGO claims to have some inability to print a triangle on top of 212th helmets. Why they claim that and how that's any bit possible, given they could do it in 2014 and customs makers can do it and it's perfectly fine and dandy, I don't know. But for LEGO Fortnite, a video game where you can literally draw it in any way you want, they couldn't get it right. They took the easiest, laziest route out and didn't spend 30 seconds to just fix it to make it look good. Like, I don't know. It just, like, I want to, like, again, I'm borrowing Joe's account here, and it's been great to be able to, like, take a look at these. But, you know, when I'm considering whether or not I want to spend money on this, because, like, I don't really play Fortnite, but, like, this could get me into it, and I would maybe want to spend $10, $20, $30, whatever it is, to get these Clone Trooper skins to play with. But if you're not going to go through the basic, you know, effort, I don't know, like, should we be supporting that? Probably not, you know? So yeah, that's a little worrisome to see, because we literally can't get it right on the physical product, and then we can't get it right on the digital product. It's really, really bad. I almost forgot to show you the side-by-side of the original Fortnite Clone Trooper skin release versus the LEGO Star Wars Fortnite Clone Trooper skin release. Those are some mouthfuls. But you can see the Fortnite ones originally just looked all the same. They were Clone Troopers with the same base armor set. All of the mouths were the same. All of the helmets were the same. The only differences were the markings unique to, be it the 501st or the Shock Trooper or normal Clone Trooper, etc. And so that was the difference, right? As it should be. And then if you look at the LEGO ones, it's just kind of the laziest wherever they could port it from version of that Clone Trooper. Like, it's really sad to see how lazy they were with the ports here. I don't know if this is something that they intend to fix or do anything with. I know certain characters, they say they are going to update later, but those are specifically marked, and the Clone Troopers are not marked to be updated later. Like, it just feels lazy and soulless, and you hate to see that with something you love, you know? And I've been seeing that a lot with LEGO Star Wars over the last few years, a lot of lazy and soulless. And so to see that with Fortnite, with the $1 billion they spent for this. It's pretty sick to see all of the emotes these guys can do. Like, you can't do all of the ones that are available on his thing here, but there are quite a few that you can do, like the worm. I did not know I needed to see a Lego Clone Trooper do the worm. And then, this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can make them dab. Just think about how useful this would be for like a YouTube thumbnail I could make. I could show a Clone Trooper dabbing in my thumbnail with like relative ease. I just crop it out. Is that not like insane? Yeah, okay. So like the emotes are cool. That's pretty neat. As far as the LEGO Star Wars skins currently in the game, will it mean anything as far as the physical product goes? I think literally nothing. It means nothing. It's just a version of the figure in the game, much like most things in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga meant nothing. The Fortnite stuff means even more nothing, so I would not expect this to turn into anything or be any hints towards anything, and even at that, the only thing we really have that you could even think is a hint really is the Wolfpack Trooper, and as I explained, I just don't think that it is, but I also think a Wolfpack Trooper is probably coming in the next year or two anyway. So the last thing I have to talk about is there are other Star Wars skins in Fortnite that you might own. I think Joe actually has them all down here. We can see the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Darth Vader, Black Chrysanthemum, and Finn. You also know Lego's cowards. They didn't make Indiana Jones. And they also didn't do Deadpool. He had Deadpool. Where did he go? There's Deadpool. Lego's made a Deadpool figure, but you can't have Lego Deadpool in Lego Fortnite. Is that LeBron? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my future Lego Star Wars Fortnite content. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.